Oh, one second, I'm chewing. Yo! What is going on, guys? We are in the dirty South. We're in the dirty 30, Arkansas, Louisiana, Mississippi, California. That was Louisiana, Mississippi, Missouri. But we're in Arkansas. We're not in any of those. We're in Arkansas. We're at my mom's house, my parents' house. We got the old truck in the back, old Dirty Bird. Can you see her? Using my front cam for everything because my camera messed up. We're in Arkansas. Now I got to tell you guys a story about how I bought some land right before the economic collapse, aka what we're in now. Yeah, I'm gonna bring you along on a day of something I never could have imagined, but I bought it. I bought it for a good deal, but we got a problem because I think interest rates are super low now, and I'm stuck at a high one. It's part of it. Didn't know it was gonna happen. COVID. I don't know if I can say that in the video without this thing getting like demonetized. I don't know how that stuff works, but anyways, yeah, I just wanted to talk about this land I bought. Some awesome parts about it, and then some not awesome, which is basically I bought it at the worst time possible. But I couldn't have predicted that. That's the good thing. It wasn't like, oh, you're an idiot. It was like, oh, virus season. Everyone's gonna die. Let's not buy anything. And yeah, so I bought it, and I'm gonna show you guys what I bought, why I bought it, who I bought it from, what the amount I bought it from, and why it's so valuable in my eyes, in these eyes. I'm gonna tell you right now. All right, I'm doing everything front the camera on my iPhone XR, which is like I was being cheap when I bought this phone, and I think they had the nice one, and I bought the, basically the watered down iPhone X, it's the XR. I don't know, it's not good. It's not a really good phone, it's fine, whatever. It's working though. So I'm gonna show you guys my screen. I'm gonna go, hey, this is what I bought, why I bought it. Actually, I'll just screen share so you can see it. The camera quality or the sound quality is probably gonna be trash. I'm gonna do that. Give me just a minute to write some stuff down, some numbers down, explain why I bought it. Boom, 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 bang. Okay, so before I go, how am I looking? Hat good. Ooh, no, y'all lying, boy. Before I go into my computer and show you guys the exact parcel of land I bought, I'm gonna explain to you guys what I bought and why I would buy it, being in Arizona. So, this land that I bought is 115 acres, and I'm sure you guys are like, holy shit, Nikes, that's a lot of money. It's not. It is in some states, depending on where you live, this land will be. Land can be as much as probably $100,000 an acre easily in some areas. In Arkansas, Missouri, all these states where it's a lot of farmland and there's not a lot of traffic, there's no demand for the land. So it's easier for you to purchase large amounts of land. So I purchased 115 acres in Hickory Plains, Arkansas, where I got a deal on the land. So I ended up paying for this land per acre about $1,800 an acre. It left my total payment at about $200,000 or $209,000, I think, dollars for the total loan amount before I put my down payment. So with the down payment, I put about $50,000 down. Actually, I'll just show you guys in my computer right now. You guys will see. Let's just do that. That'll be easier. 1 second. All right, so actually I switched up. I'm downstairs. Parents were upstairs. They're talking. So I'm going to be quiet. But here's my binder. It's Weston's 115 acre farm documents. Yeah, so I'm gonna go inside my computer and I'm gonna show you guys what I bought, where I bought it, and how much I bought. Come inside my computer, I'm gonna check it out, I'm gonna explain why I bought it, what the plan was with it, and why it made sense to me. So let's go in right now and I'll show you guys. We're inside our computer. Let me guys just show you guys what I'm bought. So I'm in Searcy, Arkansas. You guys can zoom out, all my Searcy, Arkansas, or all my Arkansas people. What up? It is loading very slow. So let me type in the address. So it's Hickory Plains, COVID-19, classic. All right, Hickory Plains, Arkansas. This is where I bought the 115 acre farm. Here's the four-way, the main shebang at the old basically town of a nobody. There's 86 people, I believe, in the town, and about a third of them are our family. Just kidding, but seriously. All right, so if you come up Highway 13, I bought this land right here, and this is the old image, guys. So it does not actually have all these pine trees on it anymore. I bought this. This is 30 acres right here, and it's all roadside right there. And then I bought this. It goes straight across, up, cuts back in, and if you zoom out, it goes up right here and there, about there, and then goes straight down. So I bought 115 acres total. This is 85 acres. This is 30 acres, plus or minus like half an acre or so, I forget, on each side. But again, I bought this on a main highway, or one of the main highways for the area, and it's surrounded by land that's all farmland. If you zoom out, you can see all this row crop land here, all this row crop land here. There's some trees. This is called the Big Woods. Timber, that's like 1,500 acres of timber. But again, I paid $1,800 an acre on something that's going to appreciate in value over time, quite a bit. Actually, if you look at a chart, you can kind of Google, there's a thing on Google, you can Google how much the average amount of land increases over time per state. And Arkansas, it was $101 annually per acre of how much the appreciation is, just on 1 acre, $101. So on 115 acres, I would be basically paying on something that's going up in value on average, $11,500. So that's really cool in my opinion, and that's just a little side note. That's not why I bought it, but one thing that I want to point out is it has no trees on it, but I made sure to buy it because our family was selling this whole section. So this whole square block was, I think, 201 acres. But I didn't want this side right here. I pulled the hydric soil rating map online, and I'll put a picture of it, a photo of it right here. And basically what that does is it shows you how level the land is, if the land can be used or farmed, or put back in row crop, which would increase the value of the land, or if it can't. But I've ridden on this land hundreds of times, and I know that this section over here on the left side dips off quite a bit, and it's really not usable except for hunting. You can maybe lease it out to a hunter, and they'll pay you just a little bit, like $15 an acre, not much. If it was duck hunting, maybe so. Duck hunters will pay quite a bit more, but they can't. So I just wanted all the land that was basically roadside, because I knew that if I could get 100 acres running along a road, or 115 acres, that was a good, it gave me potential to basically do a lot of various things or businesses, or put rent houses on it. So again, you have this main road, this highway that it runs across. So it touches here, and it touches this whole 30 acres all the way down it. But also there's a little side gravel road that has power to it. There's houses back here on it. There's houses over here on it. And it has a lot, which I'll be able to zoom in. It might clear up. Honestly, the signal's so bad in Arkansas, this map's not clearing up completely. But again, I can put rent houses all down this road, maybe one right here. And again, these trees are cut. They have all been harvested. They were in pine trees, and it was cut. So I put one here, put one there, put one there, put one there. I could put 4 down this road, 1 here, 1 there. That's 6 in one area, and I have so many friends that would rent from this, because you could basically pitch it as,
hey, every rent house comes with 20 acres. Hey, every rent house comes with 15 acres. And you can hunt. You have your own thing to hunt. It gives them incentive to rent it from you. I bought this 2 months before coronavirus. So my interest rate is at 4.49%. Let me actually turn the camera around and explain this. I just wanted to show you guys this piece of land that I bought. Okay, so again, that was the area of land. Here is my book. I have all my forms in it. Here's the hydric soil rating. One reason why I bought this, I did a lot of research, was it was so discounted. Land in this area, and I know for a fact, grew up here my whole life, land only increases in value. So even if you overpay by, $100 an acre, I don't recommend overpaying ever. It's still, if you plan to hold long term, it's almost like a bulletproof land, like idea, because you're buying raw land and you're buying so much. If it increases $100 an acre every year, if you overpay by $100 on average, next year you'll be set. My land, or that 115 acres that I bought at such a discount, is about $1,000 an acre under value. One thing that I knew was the visual appeal when someone went to appraise it would be extremely low, even though it wasn't that bad of land. It had pine trees. It was paying my grandma a certain amount every month, or maybe it was a yearly paycheck, but the government, it was in CRP. So it was in pine trees for like 20 years straight. Basically, they pay you to not farm it. They pay you a check. It's not much at all, but it probably was, she just didn't want to deal with it. She was like, let's put it in pines, at least make some kind of use for it. But what happened was, when the pine trees were harvested, she did not tell them, hey, I need you guys to remove all the stumps. So they would cut the trees and cut all of them down, but leave the stumps about 6 to 8 inches off the ground. So this land has stumps all off the ground. But luckily, since that happened in like 2015 or so, or 14, when they harvested it all, they've had time to rot. So it's really easy to get them up now. Whereas whenever she was still alive, they were in the ground good, and there were thousands and thousands of them, and you couldn't get them up to save your life. So I think to have it completely leveled, flattened, and cleared would cost probably hundreds of thousands of dollars. With the other, she had like 342 acres in BB plus this 201. So it was like 500 something acres total of pines. And it was probably hundreds of thousands of dollars, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, just to get it back and all those stumps derooted, because they were in there so good. But what I understood was, hey, y'all want this 201 acre piece of land. I don't want the 85, that other half, because I know it's just for trail riding or hunting. I want the flattest parts. I want it all roadside. That'll up the land value. And I knew that they would underappraise it, because since 2014, all it has done is just grow up. Like, it looks like a little rainforest. It's not as nice looking or visually appealing as all the other land. Like, my parents just bought some, and it looks like this perfect pasture, literally like you'd see in the movies, Little House on the Prairie. But I know underneath all of that is a really flat piece of land. And I actually look at the history, and I believe it was farmed with corn, row crop farming, and you have to have pretty flat land to irrigate something like that and to farm it. So I knew that, yes, it might take a lot of work, but whenever you put something in row crop like that, and it had the ability to be farmed in corn, even if it was 20 years ago, I knew that the land had potential. And I knew if it was going to get underappraised because of visual appeal, then I knew there was, something I could work with. So I went and got this hydric soil test, and basically had it printed off. All the green stuff is the better end of the land. And as you guys saw, I bought all of it right here. So I bought all the green part basically, and a little bit of this. I couldn't do anything about it. You have to square off land. It's dumb if I would have tried to buy it like that. It would be really dumb to know what the property line is. So I bought 85 here, and then there's 30 right here. So there's some on that. So this 30 right there, you guys can see. I had a hydric soil tested. So my plan with it was, since it was discounted at about $209,000, I knew that I had a lot of room to clean up the land. So what my plan is to clean up the land, find someone to run a bulldozer or run something very, very cheap per like hour or per acre, however they want to charge me. That gave me room to do that. Once it's cleaned and leveled, I know that there's potential to either put wheat, dry land farm it, dry land, blah, 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 maybe irrigate it with a well, depending on how good the land is. Once I get it all cut down and cleared out, I'll know. But when I do that, the visual appeal is going to raise, right? So once that appeal goes back up, I get it reappraised, and land in this area is selling anywhere from $2,600 all the way to $4,500. $4,500 being like prime row crop. Sometimes even $5,500 if it's precision leveled row crop. But really in the area, it's going for about $42, $45 being row crop. Pasture land's going for about $3,000 to $3,500, and it's selling for that, not just listed, and then they take this. It is selling for that. So mine got appraised at $2,100 an acre. It also got appraised in 2014 for $2,100 an acre. No one's touched it. So since 2014, it has not went up in value, but that's why I knew the visual appeal changed, because the ground is not changed. You bought dirt that's flat dirt. At worst case, someone's rutting it up with a four-wheeler, but that's nothing a bulldozer or a tractor can't fix. The reason why the appraisal didn't change in the last 6 years is because it has just grown up, and the visual appeal caused the adjuster to basically overlook it. Because like they're not going to walk your 115 acres. It would take a day to walk it all and really know. But since I grew up around it, I know this piece of land very, very well, and I knew that that's what happened. So I basically got this land for $1,800 an acre. I'm going to fix it, level it, clear it out basically, then get it reappraised, and boom, it should reappraise for at minimum $2,450 an acre. I don't know what that is. Let me see what that would be with 115 acres. Okay, so just put my camera down, just did the calculations. At $2,450 an acre, that's minimum. That's still well below any of the selling prices. This is after I've cleared it. That's $281,000 on the loan value. I owe $155 on it, or $154 now. So it's a good chunk of change that I built. But regardless, I knew it was a good deal. I knew that, if I clear it off, I get it reappraised at minimum $2,450. I can use that to get another loan. So I can leverage it, boom, get a loan against it at the new appraisal price, which actually ends up helping me. So that is why I purchased all this at the worst time possible 2 months ago, before all this coronavirus, and my interest rate's 4.49%. I wish it was lower. It's a commercial loan. But that's really it. I mean, this is why I bought the land, guys. I was being funny at the end of the video, at the beginning of the video, but on a serious note, 115 acres, $1,800 an acre. Made sure it was all roadside. Got a hydric soil test on it. Looked up the crop history. Saw what it all was put in the last, I think 20, 30, 40 years. I forget. But I think it was in corn at one point. And then obviously the pine trees. So now it's basically finding someone that can clear it the cheapest per acre so I can reduce my cost, then reappraise it. Boom. Now it's appraised at minimum $2,450, probably like $2,700 since it's all roadside on a main highway, and all, access. There's access at every single point of the 115 acres. A lot of times people will buy a sliver and then it goes way back, so you only have like one entry point. But this is very valuable once it's all cleared up. A lot of people didn't realize or see that, but I basically capitalized on it. I'm going to keep it. It's staying in my family. I think it's been in our family for a little over 100 years now, or 98 years. I mean, it's very, very close. It's almost a centennial farm. This piece, it's not a huge piece or like anything crazy, but for being 24, I think it's pretty cool. And yeah, I mean, it's something that's different, and something that everyone should understand is think outside the box. No one wanted it. It looked like crap. It still looks like crap currently, but that's just part of it. I knew deep down it had a lot of potential, and it was so discounted that I knew it would be fine, and it made sense. So yeah, that's really just it. That's why I bought this 115 acre piece of land. Have a whole binder full of documents at $1,800 an acre, $50,000 down almost, and that's what I plan to do. Clean it up, reappraise it, boom. I can get a loan against something that's valued higher than what they sold it to me at, and I can keep it. It'll appreciate about $100 an acre annually. So I'm paying on something that's appreciating, and it's going to make my payment whenever I either want to do dry land farm it, put rent houses on it, whatever it is, and it'll make me a profit as well. So make profit, and it's appreciating, and it was undervalued. Just make sure you can capitalize on things you guys see. If you guys like this video, follow me on Instagram. You guys can follow me. It's down below. You guys want to see our car dealership website, that's down below as well. So yeah, I'm really just off here. Just want to explain this to you guys. It's actually really cool to me. 115 acre farm, why I bought it. Coronavirus. Come on now, get back together. Let's get going. Let's get going. Let's make some money. Thank you guys for watching. 115 acre farm purchase during the worst time possible. Pow, pow, pow. See you guys.